Hey guys, it's Sam, and today I'm going to be talking about the horrors of online used book shopping. So for those of you that don't know, I buy the majority of my books used. The majority of my books I buy from abebooks.com and Thrift Books, with occasionally buying books from book outlets, so I typically don't buy books new. And I just want to preface this with saying that the majority of the time that I buy used books, I have a very, very positive experience and everything goes according to plan. But there have been a few instances of me getting books that weren't to my expectation and weren't what I was hoping for, so I just wanted to kind of run that down, and one of those happened today. So this is kind of being fueled by a little bit of that anger or whatever. So for those of you that don't buy used books online, you might not know this, but buying used books online is very, very hit and miss. Typically speaking, you go into a used book retailer and everything is listed out by price, where it's coming from, and the condition. And it'll say, usually the scale is like new, very good, good, fair, and then acceptable. So typically speaking, I will always buy in the very good or like new condition. And so I expect my books to come pretty much in like new condition. Very, very few scratches, nothing spilled on them, anything like that, very few stickers, that kind of thing. That is my expectation. So putting that out there, I will say that everybody has different ideas of what very good, good, fair, acceptable, whatever, what those mean. So I know that there can be some discrepancies there, but I'm just going to give a few examples of times that I have gotten books that have not been up to my expectations condition-wise. So the first time this happened to me, some of you might remember if you watched me for a little while, but I actually bought Ruby Red and didn't get what I was hoping for. So I originally got this edition of Ruby Red by Christian Gear. This was supposed to be in either good or very good condition, and it came covered in library stickers, which it didn't say it was a library binding. Typically speaking, if it's a library binding, they will say in the description it's a library binding, and then you can kind of take it hit or miss kind of thing. They didn't say that. There's stickers covering it. The plastic is peeling off. It looks like there is marker on it. The pages aren't horrible, but there's a few bent things, like this is peeling back. It was not up to my standards. It was also not in the cover that I thought it was going to come in. So I wrote the company and I got my money back, which is awesome, but it was my first experience. I really freaked out. I didn't know what to do and I was not pleased. Since then, I've ordered another edition of it, and this is Ruby Red, the edition that I wanted. It is beautiful, and I got this from Book Outlet. It is the perfect hardback edition, the cover I wanted, in pristine quality. The second time this happened was a book that actually came today, and is Codename Verity by Elizabeth Wine. I don't know how to say her name. This was supposed to come in very good condition, again. And when it came, I was not pleased. You can't really tell right now, but when I got it, it was actually sticky. Like, the whole book was sticky, and it had like glitter stuck to it, which is not supposed to be a glittery cover, and it was gross and sticky. It's kind of bent, like you guys see, it's kind of bent. There's parts of the spine that are kind of like beat up and bent back. So it is not what I would consider very good condition. This would be maybe like a good condition, like a good, there's discrepancies. Everybody, like I said, has a different opinion of different books, but I just didn't feel that this was in very good condition. I will also say that with used book shopping online, typically speaking, you will not get your books wrapped up very prettily like you will in like Amazon in like a nice box with like bubble wrap, or a Book Outlet with a nice box and like paper. They'll typically come in what kind of appears to be almost like a thick bag, kind of taped up, and in a way that if you're ordering a paperback, you might want to be a little more careful because they could come a little more bent, a little more damaged than they actually left in, because it's not packaged really, really well. And that varies between bookseller. So this is not me complaining about these different places. Like I said, the majority of my books on my shelf are from different used booksellers or Book Outlet, for example. So I just want to give you a few kind of tips and things that you can look for and things you can do as far as used book buying. Number one, you can always ask for your money back, or even not even ask for your money back, just type an email up to the bookseller and let them know that you received a damaged book that was not up to your condition requirements. That is usually why I always order books in very good and like new condition, because that pretty much guarantees that you're going to get a pretty good book in pretty good shape, and I don't feel bad about writing and saying that it's not in good condition, because I feel like good as a condition can kind of go either way. Like, some people can think of good as being like just okay, and some people can think of good as being like in really good condition. So I always say very good and above, because then when I do have to write these emails saying like, hey, I got a book that was damaged, I don't have to feel bad. And every time that has happened, I have always gotten my money back. One of the books was from Better World Books, who have excellent customer service, and one of them was from thriftbooks.com, which also has excellent customer service. They will not even question you. You just say, hey, my book was damaged, and they will refund you your money, and it's no big deal. So never feel bad, you know, letting them know that their books are damaged. They're excellent when it comes to customer service. The second tip I have is check out Book Outlet. No guys, I am not sponsored by Book Outlet, but I do love them. Book Outlet always has very excellent deals and excellent quality books. I always order from the side of Book Outlet that is like the new good condition books. All of those prices currently when this video is being shot always are in red. They also have a scratch and dent section, which all the prices are always in green when you're checking them out, and those had the potential to be either really nice copies or more beat up editions, you know, like with bent covers, bent pages, these kinds of things. So you kind of take a gamble at those. Those are very much cheaper, but I always just do the normal, you know, red priced ones. Those I've never had any issues. A lot of my hardcovers are from Book Outlet. These. I mean, if you've watched any of my hauls, I've probably had books from Book Outlet, so you guys can go back and check those out. But those always come in pristine condition. I have no problems with them whatsoever, and the packaging is excellent. So if you really don't want to take any gambles when it comes to like used or bargain book buying, I would definitely check out Book Outlet. And they usually have a sale going on like maybe once a month where you can get even extra off. So I really highly recommend them. Check them out. My third tip is for shopping in general and just to compare prices around. The main places I buy from are abebooks.com and thriftbooks.com, sometimes also Amazon used book market. So when you're looking for a book, type it in the ISBN that you want for your cover and everything that you would like in, and check it out across all the websites, and you can get the best deal that way. A lot of those places have free shipping. You can kind of compare that way. And also check out the new book price. A lot of times a used book, especially if it's only like a year old, isn't really much less than the new price. So I would always check that out if you're trying to get used books, because sometimes it's just not worth it, and it's just better to just buy the new book and get it in really good condition from like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever you buy your books. It's just easier to do it that way. So my last tip is for cleaning up a used book once it comes and it's in bad condition. So like I said, when you ask your money back, usually they'll give you your money back. I've never had any issues, like I said, and then you get to keep the book. So for books that are sticky or have spills in them or something like Codename Verity, the best way to get rid of anything sticky, like if they have a bunch of stickers on them and you peel off the stickers, or if there's something sticky on there like this one was, oil-free makeup remover. You can get it anywhere. You can use the stuff you have. You can get it from Walmart for very cheap, like a few dollars. That will take off any of that stickiness, and then you just kind of like wipe off the rest of it. Like get a paper towel only slightly wet and wipe off the stickiness, and then really wipe off the cover, and it's in good condition now. There's no stickiness left, and that is awesome because I hate when there's stickers on books. I'm sure all of you do. So it's really good for removing sticker goo or any kind of goo or anything that appears on your books. This one, like I said, came really sticky, and when I took my makeup remover to it, when I pulled it back, it was like I had just taken off a like brown smoky eye from my eye makeup. That's how dirty it was. So it'll take off anything, and especially works well for these kind of like matte covers. The shiny covers, sometimes you have to be really careful because it will kind of like dull the shine temporarily. If you're not worried about that, then, you know, don't worry, but it's really easy with these matte-ish covers, these like satiny matte covers, to do that. Alright guys, that is it for my different experiences with online used book shopping and the different tips you can use for making it a really good experience for yourself. Comment down below and let me know if you buy your books used online, if there are any sites that I didn't mention that you use frequently, and any kind of tips you have for helping damaged books that do come. But like I said, overall, used book buying is an excellent experience online. You just need to know where to go, you just need to know what to do, so never feel bad about getting a used book. A lot of my books, like I said, are used and they are in perfectly good condition, and I will continue to buy used books from here on out. So thank you all for watching, guys, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye!